Hello and welcome to another session of RPA Fridays. This time, number 5. Take screenshots of all windows. What is RPA Friday? Maybe you're asking. It will be just a live showcase of an RPA technology. We will have a task or problem to solve, and I will not go deep into the theory. So, if you will have any questions, you please leave them in a comment. Let's start. What is the topic of today's RPA Fridays? This time I will demonstrate quickly a solution of RPA challenge number 11. This is RPA challenge from our community forum. And this challenge was about to make screenshots of all the windows, which can be pretty useful, especially when you are running your robot unattended on a virtual machine and you want to debug what's happening, but you cannot really access all the machine. So you need to make a screenshot. But if some window is hidden behind another one, then you have a problem. So this robot will go and make screenshot of each open window. It's not as easy as you might think, but it's not that complicated anyway. It will be quite fun. So I will show you some cool tricks. This was the challenge. It's from our community forum, so you can also come to the forum, and every week there is a new RPA challenge, which can be cool for you to challenge yourself and your RPA skills. So let's start. I will use UiPath this time again, and I will show how I actually made this by giving you some thoughts about it. Okay, so first, my thoughts about it. First, my thoughts were, there is an activity, get processes, and I thought, okay, that's cool, get processes. This activity, what it does is it retrieves all the processes that are running. So when you go to Windows Task Manager, so these are the details, all the processes here, okay, or maybe these processes. So you might already now worry about me, and maybe you think, Roman, you will get a wrong result. Let's check it out. I will create an output variable for this. So let's call it all processes. And of course, since this is a collection of processes, of data type called process. Oops. Okay, good. And then I need to loop through it. So I will just put a for each here for each process in all processes, and the type argument, I need to find the same data type. So let's just see what it is. It's system.diagnostics.process. So I need to find this system.diagnostics.process. There you go. And for each process, I can work with the attributes that it has. So, and little helper, I put down process dot, and there is what I can actually read. So I probably want some kind of like main window title. That could work, main window title. So this sounds promising, but let's see what it actually is doing. So I'll run this and check here the output. And that was pretty fast. So as you can see here in the right down corner, I have some empty processes that don't have any name, and some of the processes that are really running, like this OBS or this folder and so on, Microsoft Store. Okay, now when I see Microsoft Store here, I don't see Microsoft Store anywhere open on my desktop. So the thing is that there are certain processes, if you take a look in the task manager, that run in a background. And if I go here and take a look, I can actually find Microsoft Store over there, and it has some kind of suspended mode in it. So eventually, this is not a good way to go. But we tried it, and I wanted to demonstrate how actually this was built. So then I thought, how to do it? Then how a human would do it? Because RPA is mostly about robots mimic human actions on a computer. So how a human would do it if we will give a human the task? Well, I will certainly go one window per window. So like my presentation, this, my folder over there, and use a shortcut Alt print screen and save the image with some image editor, which is actually the way we will almost go through. So let's start from scratch. I will delete these activities and I will remove unused variables. like this. So we get rid of everything and we have clean pane, clean sequence. So the first thing I want to do is to create a loop, which later I will give a condition to it. So the loop will be looping through all the open windows. I will use while activity. No, sorry, do while. Little changes. And inside the do while activity, I will remove this thing and I will just use activity that's called get active window. Maybe you already know, you already see where this is going. So I want to get the active window, so it will start with some window that is active. Usually it's the other window that was open before I was in UiPath, because every time you run the robot, at least you run it in the debug mode, it minimizes itself. So then there you go, and you have some other window open. So I get the active window, and in the moment where I work in the do section here, I always can refer to that window as a selected element. Okay, so I can actually use some kind of activities inside without specifying element property, since it will understand that the element I actually want to use is the active window, the whole window, which is really cool thing if you think about it. So let's see what I want to actually extract from the window is its title. I will show you how to do it. I use the get attribute activity. I give it some name, get the title, and actually I can choose from many attributes here, and one of them is title. And this is what I'm searching for. How I understand its title? Well, I just tried that, and it worked. I don't have to indicate element. See, there is no error on this activity, since the element itself will be the window, and the title of the window is what I will get, what I will actually receive. So let's create a new variable from this one, which will be called window title. Window title, neat. And just for our purposes of having some log messages about this project, let's write it out. So how do I name it? Window title. Okay, window title. Okay, lovely. So what we will do with each window before I will implement the logic to switch them, because this will be the most challenging, will be to use a take screenshot activity. Screenshot. Take screenshot, this one. So yeah, the active window, it will take a screenshot. Screenshot has a output variable, data type of image. So I will create a screenshot variable. Okay, like this. And then I want to save it. So I'll use activity save image, which is for saving images. Hard to guess it, right? So save screenshot, good. So image, this is the variable. So this will be screenshot, and a file name. Let's give it a name. Let's put it in a new folder, screenshots, and call it screenshot, and then a number. And number, now I'm already showing some steps further. So I'll put here a variable counter, which is not ready yet. And I tried JPEG and I tried PNG, and both of them work. JPEG makes some compression, so if you want a nice, clear screenshot, I recommend to put there just PNG. It works out of the box. Okay, there is a problem because counter variable is not yet introduced. So maybe a little bit to the logic I want to implement here. So far it's clear, it's just taking the active window, making a screenshot, saving it. The thing what I want to do is to imitate behavior of a human. But a human will go and understand that there is window number 1, window number 2, window number 3. If it's not somebody really, how to say, not concentrated, he or she will make print screen of all the windows. But how to do it with a robot? A robot certainly can't click, or it's a tricky thing to click in this how we call it, status, no, taskbar, okay, in this taskbar. And my robot will use shortcuts. So think about what's the shortcut to change the window. It's Alt-Tab. But if you do it, then you only loop between two windows you worked recently. So there must be a trick to actually loop through all the windows using some kind of shortcuts. And I will tell you now. And this is actually pressing Alt. You hold the Alt key, then you click Tab, and then the left arrow twice to the left will actually go to another and another and always different window that follows. Okay, so Alt Tab and twice to the left. Trick. We always use tricks to trick the robot and trick what we want to achieve. That's not really out of the box. So to the counter thing, I want to count. I want to counter just to give this a name. I believe this is the only purpose of the counter so far. Let's see if we can use counter for something else. But anyways, let's introduce a new variable called counter. Let's put it to the sequence, and it's integer. And it will have a default value of 0. And of course, we cannot output integers like this. So to string. Okay, easy. So we have one more thing we want to actually check, and it's like to check if we looped from the beginning to the last window. So what I want to do is to remember the first window title, and then check every loop if we are again to the first window. And if we are there, then this is the end of the program. Okay. So this is where the counter will actually be also helpful. Let's create a new variable that will be called first window title. Okay, and by default it will be empty. So I'll just for sure make these double quotes, and I don't want this one. Okay, I don't know. I hate how this new variable is created every time. Anyways, and I will actually check. So I need if activity. The if activity will be just there, and I want to understand if first window is already set. Okay, so if first window title is empty, which will be the first loop, then something will happen, and something. So no, only something. Then if it's empty, then I want to assign the first window title. The window title. Okay, easy as that, right? First window title. So now when I already looped through the first window, then I need to increment the counter. Increment counter. So a counter value will be, and we cannot use the ++ thing as if we write the code, but instead just counter +1. Okay, this is how I increment the counter. And the last thing I want to do is to switch the window. So this will be a little bit funny, and we are almost done, right? Type into is my favorite activity to actually sending keystrokes, because there is another activity, send send hotkey, but this only send one hotkey, and you cannot modify it in the way you can do with this activity. So that's why I like to work with this type into activity. I don't have to indicate the element because it will be the window. And what I want to do is to actually do Alt-Tab and twice left. And still, when I do twice left, I need to hold the Alt. So holding Alt, still holding the Alt, and going twice left. Okay. This is what I want to do. So how to do it? Well, I'll make this bigger. First of all, we need to use this kind of convention. So D means down, and K means just a key press. So like this. This means I'm holding Alt and press the tab. And then I want to press left twice. So left, and I am lazy, so I copy this and paste. And I'm again lazy, so instead of D, there's U. D and U, down, up, easy as that. K means press the key. So this should be fine. Just in case this will go like too fast, I will put delay between keys 200 milliseconds, so it will not go so fast. And then the condition here, and this is like something to think about it. So what's the condition? So the condition is that the window title, okay, I can't have it here, so we need to give it a scope, and this also. Change the scope. The window title, so the title of a window I currently made a print screen, is not as a first window title. So till the moment I'm not again by the first window, it has to loop. So it's a condition for to continue the while loop. So window title is not the first window title, but actually in the first loop this will happen, right? So there must be another condition, or this won't happen in the first loop, or will actually, so it will stop. So there must be another condition to check, and this will be or counter is 1. Because only in the first loop, the counter in the end will be of a value 1. With the next loop, the window title will change, the condition will be not set, and the counter will be also not 1, and everything will work as expected, hopefully. Of course, I'm doing this live for you, so in case I made some error, because I try to concentrate on what I'm showing you, it may fall, and I may repair it, but this is part of the programming. If you can do it working on a first try, then, well, good for you. So let's try it, and if something will be wrong, then it should I can repair it. I can debug this. So I'll get the attribute, log the window title, then take the screenshot, save the screenshot. If it's a first window, then I'll save its title so I can check it. Of course, well, now you probably think, what if there will be 2 windows of the same name? Then, okay, sadly, this will not work. Sorry. But it's a challenge for you. You can think about it, how to tackle it, how to maybe count all the windows, how to get the number of the windows open. I'm looking forward for your ideas and solution. You can post it in the community forum. So let's run it. I'll run it like this, and let's see what's happening. My hands are on the table, and okay, we have an error. Okay, I thought this will be rather intelligent, but I'm missing this folder, so I need to create this folder. Simple, but let's try it once again. So something is happening. Okay, that was sort of fast, and we have some kind of issue there. So it took twice these. Okay, and that's exactly what I was talking about. My project is named 05_project, and this folder that I have open here is also have the same title, so I'll keep it open on screenshots so it does not have the same title, and now it should be fine, hopefully. See, this is how it works. So it's looping. You cannot see much of it because some things are happening on my other monitor, and it's still doing something, and it's done. So let's check what happened. Okay, here are the window names. Some of the window does not have a name. I don't care. Let's see what's the result. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows open, and there was the robot running. So this is this screenshot without without any picture. It's just running there, but you can actually like open it, but it does not have a window. So there is a screenshot. There are two screenshots of, let's see, there are two screenshots of OBS, of myself in OBS, then one UiPath folder, another UiPath, the presentation. So I think it's pretty fine. Maybe we had the OBS twice, but I don't think it's a real problem. Yeah, it's probably because the robot started with OBS and the condition was in the end. So maybe you can actually improve this robot to work better, but for the demonstration purposes, you see that we can simulate or emulate the actions of humans by using type into and sending hotkeys and saving, and some of the things we don't have to do, like we don't have to send the hotkey, print screen, and open the graphic editor, and so on. But we can actually do things in a way as a human in the moments where we cannot put there any activity like take screenshot or save image. So I hope you liked this. It was quite short this time, but I believe really useful. Apart from the last week, this was more of like a game, because the last RPA Fridays number 4 was about the word chain game. So this time, this is much more practical, for closer to real use case, because myself, I can use this, and I experienced this. So if you're running into a problem with your robot and you want to make print screen of all the windows, this is one of the ways. And as every time, there are more than one ways. There is more than one way every time for any kind of problem. So if you have another solution, then go for it. I believe you can find many examples on this topic on the internet. I did not find any really good working on UiPath, so I made myself one. So I hope you liked it. I hope you watched till the end, and I hope you will come next Friday. And in case you are interested, you can actually join the forum. That's the first link in the video, and that's where I actually continue, and I will wrap up this RPA Friday session. Your questions to this, please, to the comment section this time, because this is unfortunately recorded. You probably did not notice, never mind. And for the end, thank you for your attention, and please join our community forum and come up, and you can also solve the challenges. Every week there is a new challenge, and you can also ask about your troubles and problems with this task or other tasks and your daily tasks, and anything related to automation. You can also sign up to mailing list for RPA Fridays, so you don't miss any, and you also know the topic ahead. So you can so you know what's the topic. So please subscribe to our Robot ICT YouTube channel if you liked it, and you can also join our Facebook group and LinkedIn group. All the links are in the video description. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Happy automation. Bye.